While much of the nation was watching the president on camera last night, there was a lot going on off camera that America didn't see. Two women, one the wife of a congressman, the other the peace activist Cindy Sheehan, both were invited guests. Both were ejected from the House chamber for what was on the front of their T-shirts. Sheehan was not only ejected, she was arrested. But tonight it turns out free speech is not dead after all. Here is NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams.
Mr. Speaker.
As the president spoke last night, Congressman Bill Young, a Florida Republican, was among those applauding. But today,
they explained to her that she was a demonstrator.
An angry Congressman Young said his wife Beverly was ejected from the visitors' gallery during last night's speech simply for wearing this long-sleeved T-shirt that he showed today. It says, "Support the troops, defending our freedom."
Because she had on a shirt that someone didn't like that said, "Support our troops." She was kicked out of this gallery while the president was speaking, encouraging Americans to support our troops. Shame, shame.
And that's not all. Before the speech had even started, peace activist Cindy Sheehan was also thrown out by a Capitol policeman, then taken away and charged with illegally demonstrating in the Capitol. She, too, was wearing a political T-shirt, one she displayed earlier in the day, that showed the number of war dead in Iraq, including her son.
All I bring to you is my heart.
What was especially galling to Congressman Young about his wife's ejection from last night's speech was that she often spends several days a week visiting wounded soldiers in U.S. military hospitals.
And I explained to them that this shirt was not a protest shirt, that this was a support my troops shirt, exactly what President Bush was talking about.
Capitol Police said their officers were acting in the belief that U.S. House rules banned T-shirts with slogans. But tonight they say that was a mistake, that neither woman should have been forced to leave, and that they'll drop the charges against Sheehan. Beverly Young says when the policeman told her that her T-shirt was a form of illegal protest, she replied, quote, "Then you are an idiot." Now Capitol Police say she was right. Pete Williams, NBC News, Washington.